Yo, this is Deontay the Bronx Bummer Wild, the WBC heavyweight champion of the world. And I'd like to give a big shout out to CJ Goodfellow, Sports TV. Bomb Squad, baby.
All right, man, we still on the move. I got only a couple things to knock off my Thanksgiving list, if they let me go by. Okay, so only a couple things. Hurry up and buy. All right, so I left the gym, so I'm hunting for a couple things to buy. All right, so apparently Errol Spence said that, you know, he was played, right? He gets on Twitter and says that he was blindsided by a Terence Crawford decision. He said, I'm on the plane thinking, and I was blindsided. What'd he say on next Friday when they got caught shoplifting Friday after next? I'm appalled. So he said, I'm appalled. All right. In the movie theater over here doing big numbers. I mean, it used to be my low-key spot, bruh. Everybody in there. I don't even know another low-key movie theater to go to. But, man, when niggas start showing up, it's time to get out of there. But, I'm appalled. Pimp down, dollar, pimp down. But, he's just full of shit. That's what I say. People say, oh, you know, we know it's blood that stopped the fight. And you want to believe that? I'm not trying to convert nobody to Terence Crawford or Errol Spenceism. I'm just not. I can care less, honestly, right? But if I didn't have no insight like y'all, Errol Spence fans, and I couldn't read, well, let's just say I didn't have no insight. I mean, I'd probably be sitting in the middle or riding with Errol Spence. But I knew from the day Floyd Mayweather came out and said we wasn't doing the fight, and I spoke my mind, and the shit happened with the local dummy box community. That's the best thing that ever happened to my YouTube career. Probably forever will be the best thing. Cause I got so much love and support, bro. You know, I lost, I don't know, like 1,000, 2,000 subscribers. Then I popped up with 20. It's crazy. Popped up with 30, and then the whole thing up in Minnesota with that, I start speaking on that. Then they start slowing my channel down. Don't really care at this point. And I never hid my growth on my channel, never. Or, you know, my decreases. It is what it is. It should be public information. I don't really care. I never bought a sub. I barely asked niggas to sub. If you like what you hear, my thing is, I figure you gonna sub. But, you know, a few people reached out, and they, you know, turned out to be credible. And I gained a few more people across the way. So I always kind of networking, you know, I kind of cross-examine the sources. Sometimes I know it's good. One of my guys, I know it's money. He gonna tell me like, well, I know when he says certain couple words, I know it's good. You know what I'm saying? And you got to know in this boxing business that everything is fluid and everything changes. But when you got people over at PBC, and I can start name dropping niggas if I wanted to, but I just don't care to do so. They said Al Heyman, this years ago, they said Al Heyman don't want to make this fight. I'm looking like, Errol, fuck Terence up. Or, you know, I think he the bigger, you know, the better fighter at this point. It makes sense. And they never thought so over there. And somebody over there, whoever they, you know, I won't even say they matchmakers. Somebody over there knew from day one, and I can't tell you who, I'm just saying. Somebody was in Al ear day one telling them that dude couldn't fuck with Errol. I mean, he couldn't fuck with Terence. That's what it was. Somebody was in there day, somebody seen it, and was saying, nah, bruh, he can't touch him. Somebody seen it. Because right around that time that Floyd came out and said that, then people remember Errol came on Trill Boxing Talk. And hold on, I got some more shit for y'all. I'm gonna drop that on Thanksgiving. It might be the first video I drop if I remember. I got some more intel for y'all. It's gonna be good and juicy. I got a Subway right here and a Subway in Walmart. out in Taylor, we got a Burger King and Walmart. Niggas like, I never seen that before. I should have been there quite some time. But nonetheless, wait to Thursday, right? And that's what it's been said. It ain't like I'm getting it from Top Rank and I'm running with it. I already know Top Rank gonna say what need to be said. But nigga, we got it from, man. We got sources from the sanctioned belt bodies. I mean, Chico from the WBC been saying this shit since day one. People forget Terence Crawford tried to become Errol Spence mandatory at the WBC convention. They bylaws kind of cross this shit. People forget that he tried to become the nigga mandatory. Everybody forgot that shit. And they've been saying the same. Everybody been saying the same thing, but the most telling thing is PBC is a leaky shit, bro. And it ain't fighters neither, nigga. It ain't the fighters. It's people that work in the offices. It's niggas that promote shit. But then again, too, everybody saying the same shit. They gonna age Bud out. They don't think he could beat Bud. So if I didn't have no intel, I'd probably be sitting all right with a lot of niggas. But it's just even without the intel, you know what I'm saying? It's just been too many things that he been moving like a hoe, dog. Like when he knocked out Sean Porter, he ran out the fucking arena, bro. Like you can't like people say, well, try to brush it up. He ran out the arena. Come on now. Yeah, it's like little stuff like that, bro, that people just ignore and throw under the bus. I mean, told the man to get a belt. You know what I'm saying? You got Leonard Ellerby saying the fans don't want to see the fight. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I broke the news that he was going to be part of the Canelo 3-fight deal. It was going to be Caleb Plant, Benavidez, and Jamal Charlo, which might be some news on Caleb Plant on Canelo pretty soon. Or some rumors from this way. So, I mean, it ain't nothing new. It ain't nothing new, bro. Like, I mean, we got a laundry list of shit. They could point to some things where Terence Crawford said he don't need them, or the fight need to be built up, and all that shit, man. That's A minor shit, nigga. We talking about the nigga say, I don't know why he came to my fight. He was on the zone. I'm playing on, all this shit, man. I don't know why he came to my fight. I'm playing, why he here? I'm gonna ride my horses. I ain't think about Terence Crawford. All this shit, man. The dude at the Ugas press conference asked the only question about Terence Crawford, the opening. Oh, we'll see. You know what I'm saying? So just common sense. They ignore every time he do some whole shit. Like, nigga knock out Sean Porter, he run out the arena. Ellie Setback got to run him down. Nigga, if you ain't like the knockout, cool. I get it. Go on and see if it was real or not. They don't believe that the man can win. And the nigga is a liar. He playing a role. And it was all they playing. He part of it too. I want to fight him, but Al won't let me fight him. The niggas act like Al put the biggest and the best fights together. Come on, you out there now. Just go. He don't. He stopped more super fights than he got. And all the super fights he got are involving Floyd Mayweather. That's it. And even them fucking fights waited too long. Other than McGregor, if you consider that a fight. They waited 5-6 years to fight Manny Pacquiao. Nigga had to get knocked out, robbed a couple times, couple close decisions, go to China, all that shit to get that fight. Don King and Bob Arum used to make these fights on the regular. Roy Jones used to make the fights the fans want to see. And he was without a promoter. He was his own fucking promoter for the most part. So he can say all that shit and that's cool. He can deceive his fans and all that shit. His social media niggas, he could deceive all of them and that's cool. But the truth remains the truth. The truth remains the truth. Them niggas don't want to fight. And he cashing that ass out, possibly versus Canelo. Canelo take the bait. So he can sit there and say, oh, I got blindsided. The nigga's a hoe. He playing a role. And I said what I said. Ain't no other way to cut the cake. Ain't no other way to cut the cake. Ain't no other way to cut it, bro. He playing the role well, hide behind Al Heyman like the rest of them niggas do. And is it sad? Absolutely. It's absolutely sad. But you know, at the end of the day, what does it matter? Terence Crawford can sleep good at night knowing that he tried. That he tried. Al Heyman is bad for boxing and can't a nigga prove me wrong. They can't. He ain't good for the fighters. For all the fucking fighters, for the most part, instead of the top 2 or 3% of his fighters are in the red. Let's talk about that. Fighters begging ex-fighters for money. Shit, he owed Floyd Mayweather some money. How about Floyd doing all these exhibitions? Floyd working harder as an inactive exhibition fucking fighter than he was as a professional fighter. Why is that? You gotta ask yourself, why is that? Niggas hear $100 million checks, I make $300 million, man. Them numbers is bullshit. And if he is getting that amount of money, he grossed $1 billion as a fighter, man. Al Heyman got his fucking finger, he got his finger all up his fucking sugar pot. How about that? Niggas just don't know. This nigga Al Heyman, if he left today, pulled the biggest, he hoodwinked the industry. Wildman Reed, it doesn't exist. It's defunct now. It's defunct. So he can say, oh, I was blindsided and all he doing is playing the role. And he gonna get his. Mark my word. We might not see it. It might not happen in the boxing ring. It might not happen for television. He gonna get his. Trust me. And I ain't the motherfucking administrator of karma. But I know how life works. He gonna get his. Trust and believe that shit. He gonna continue to get his. Trust. He gonna continue to get his. You don't play the game without consequences and repercussions. These niggas rapping about running off on the plug. Cool. Cool. Plug gonna get his day. Trust and believe. The plug gonna have his day, his cold day in hell. He gonna have it. I done been up and down like Rhode Island Road. Trust me. I done been around the block long enough to go. What you put in this shit called life is what you gonna get out of it. One way or another. I was blindsided. When I seen that, I was like, this nigga, man, need to get an Oscar. This nigga need an Emmy or some shit. I'm just looking, dog, and I'm just like, I'm looking like this nigga playing the role so sweet. And I don't think, in my mind, and he kind of was like, well, I want the fight, I want the fight, I want the fight. And I'm thinking like, Brian Earl really do want the fight, but I really believe in my heart of hearts, he know just as well as Al know. And if I had to be a betting man, if I had my money to bet, you said, well, CJ, this your last dollar to turn this shit into $1 million, to $1 billion. If I had to be a betting fucking man about who told that nigga a long time ago he couldn't fuck with Terence Crawford, to age his ass out, just like they aged Manny Pacquiao out. If I had to be a betting man, I know one of them aces, one of them Justin Verlanders, shout out to him winning the Cy Young, one of them Randy Johnsons, one of them aces, Pedro Ramirez, who was the boy named from Boston, forget his name. Pedro Ramirez, whatever his damn name. If I was the bet man, it was Floyd Mayweather Jr. That was the one that told Al a long time ago, don't do that. He seen it. He seen it. He seen it before we all seen it. I started to kind of see it when he beat up Felix Diaz. I thought Diaz was gonna give him everything he wanted and some. You couldn't tell me that Diaz got robbed by, I can't remember, he got robbed by Lamont Peterson. He beat Lamont Peterson. And he went in there and beat the shit out of Diaz. I looked at how he beat Diaz. I said, Jesus Christ. I said, that man, I had an opinion. And Crawford got mad at me on Facebook because I said, you know, he got robbed by Gamboa. I said, well, chin look a little shaky. And I'm just like, hey, bro, like the discussions, but that's why I said before, I really don't have no desire to interview niggas. I know niggas that said they got trainers that told they fighters because they felt that the nigga said something that wasn't even foul, or, you know, oh, don't interview with him. You got fighters, you know, getting mad. I ain't got time for that shit, dude, honestly. I'm a grown ass man. You niggas is not LeBron. Y'all ain't Kawhi. I ain't Patrick Mahomes. I ain't Denzel Washington. You ain't Halle Berry. I get fucked less. I just like doing this because I like talking sports, honestly. That's it. But, excuse me. But if I was a bad man, Floyd told him a long time ago, he seen something. Just like Floyd knew he couldn't fuck with Pacquiao in 2008, 2009. Even if Manny Pacquiao was draining niggas and all that, he knew he couldn't beat Manny Pacquiao. He knew it. All that build up, it wasn't about building and building. The fights kept building and building, and they lucked up on that shit. They lucked up on that shit. He didn't want to. He knew he couldn't beat that nigga, dog. He knew he couldn't. Daddy said in the fight, you fighting scared. He knew he couldn't beat him. And don't give me that steroid bullshit because I blow y'all motherfucking minds. I blow y'all minds with the intel I got. And I interview Adrian Broner to bring it up out. I mean, I interview Broner. Shit, so after this next fight, I'll get that nigga a whole bottle of 1738, nigga. Shit, I had to find the money. Louis the 13th is yours, Broner. Matter of fact, I know another motherfucker will bring on. Shit, I probably just had to get some goddamn, I'll get something cheap as hell. He'll tell you everything. Cause the Mayweather gym ain't shit no way, no more. He'll tell you everything. Lion Killer know exactly what I'm talking about. Everybody know. Man, dude. Man, the shit that you hear just from rubbing shoulders and boxing. That nigga knew he couldn't fuck with Pacquiao. And that was the honest truth. He didn't think he can win. Daddy said, you fighting scared. Yeah, he's scared. Nigga was running from years, and it's time for niggas to admit that shit. Errol Spence tried to do the same shit to Terence Crawford. And then when Terence Crawford ass on the couch like Larry Holmes was, I'll pull his ass off for Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson couldn't fuck with Larry Holmes in his prime. I said it. He couldn't fuck with Larry Holmes. It'd be a good fight in the first 4 rounds. But nigga, Larry Holmes get around that 6th, 7th round, especially in the 15th round, been to beat the dog walking shit out of Mike. He been and took fucking Mike, man. He been and brought the bitch up out of Mike. I said what I said. Larry Holmes my favorite heavyweight of all time, including Muhammad Ali. I said he better than Muhammad Ali. He my favorite. Because they drugged the nigga. He kept going. I can relate. Beat the shit out of Mike. That's what they trying to do to Terence Crawford. Waiting for Terence Crawford to put his feet up on the damn couch, get a pot belly. Oh, we ready. Or go sell his asshole to Canelo and then try to come back down, man. Like I said, Terence Crawford, all money ain't good money. You better off whooping his ass in the street right now. And then going to get Gary Russell ass and beating his ass too. Shit. I see that nigga done grieving. Time, go whoop his ass too. Go spin the block on his ass. Cause niggas be talking and there ain't no consequences or repercussions. Errol Spence lying and shit, might as well spin the block and beat both their ass. Real talk. I love for Gary Russell, but come on now. You can't keep threatening niggas and saying what you gonna do. Not expecting that day to come. Remember, I'll leave y'all with this. I remember it was me, my brother, and my friend at the time and shit. We was at my pop's house and shit. We about to shoot back. We was grabbing some shit. We about to shoot back to the hood. So the nigga arguing with his brother who's in the military. He's arguing with his boy. So they had started hanging out, so I don't know exactly what happened. So they arguing and shit like, yeah, nigga, when I see you, nigga, I'm all like, oh shit. The nigga I lived on Sorrento. The nigga lived on Steele or some shit 2 blocks over. But he lived on the Linden side of shit. So we get to the crib. I think he called the nigga. I don't know what happened. We pulled up to the crib and the nigga came with his shirt. My brother said, damn, somebody here. And the nigga we was with, I ain't gonna say the nigga, man, he said, he here? And when he said it like, oh, he here? When he said it like that, and somebody stole my package, hell, I don't know, somebody might have took my shit. It is what it is. Owe me a package. It came. But he was like, he here? And the nigga was there. That nigga Meech came off with his shirt off and shit. And I'm like, damn, that nigga, I don't, man, we sitting there, nigga. So I don't know, like, I'm just overhearing the conversation. He said, he here. My brother, he here. He here. And I heard his voice. I said, oh, man. So, niggas trapping on the corner and shit, or 2 doors down the dope house. Nigga, so they outside too. So my man, he talking to the chick next door and shit. Those niggas just happened to be around, bro. So the nigga came out. The nigga, like, he parked the way my driveway is, nigga parked, and the guy said, "What up, nah, bitch?" He get talking, dog. So he said, "What up, nah? What up, nah?" So we all like, So the nigga stand on the porch. So it's my man that's kicking it with the chick next door. It's my brother. He get the nigga the brass knucks. And it's me. So my porch on the back. So we sitting there and shit. And so nigga said, yeah, let's go now, nigga. He had brought his brother with him too, but we ain't gonna let the nigga get jumped or no shit. Like his brother, like he was on that. His brother didn't seem like he was on that he was like he wasn't on that time. So we know he ain't gonna let my mans get jumped. No. So they shoot the fade and shit. Matter of fact, they didn't shoot the fade. So the nigga who was visiting the girl next door, he whoop around and shit. He come around. He said, man, Chris, tell your mans to get off the porch. So this nigga was not moving off the porch. I knew when he said he here. And it's my voice guy. I said he gonna get his ass whooped. Nigga talked the most shit too. He said, man, tell your mans to get off the porch. My mom's come outside and shit. She was like, oh no, man, get in the house. I was like, Mom, go in the house. So my mom go in the house. So them niggas, they get to fighting and shit. And the nigga dropped the brass knucks. My brother never let this nigga lay this down. He dropped the brass knucks. And my man really didn't like beat his ass. They wrestled and shit. He kind of like roughed him up. I think off the strength that was his brother and shit, his brother friend. He roughed him up and shit, kind of punched him on the, kind of wasn't like he whooped the nigga. Like, yeah, he could have whooped his ass. So he broke it up and shit, because the neighborhood started coming out and shit. My brother was like, man, nigga, how you drop the brass knuckles, nigga? And like, bro, that kind of reminded me of the whole Spence and Pacquiao Floyd situation. Them niggas ain't, man. Them niggas are opportunists, dog. But other than that, let me go in this house, get these dogs together, man. I appreciate y'all. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase chance of notifications. Hit all notifications, increase chance. Hit the link tree, find me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Spotify. Y'all know. Link tree take you everywhere on Sport Channel. Peace.